What's the most awkward thing about filming in space?
It was far less enjoyable than I kind of was hoping it to be.
Would Amos still be badass if he was just a dog trainer?
You're not that dog.
And which actor has the most trouble remembering their lines?
Line? How in the hell? The long story, I'll tell you all about it.
Hi, I'm Joy. Let's dive in. While it's true that any scenes featuring zero gravity look amazing on screen, behind the scenes, walking in space is no walk in the park.
It looks amazing, but actually hanging in the air by your private parts on a wire isn't that fun.
And speaking of privates, it gets even worse when you have more complicated things to film, like a good old sex scene.
Shooting anti-gravity sex is a far more complicated set of circumstances than one might think.
I mean, these guys were attached to wires to hold them up in the air the whole time.
It was far less enjoyable than I kind of was hoping it to be.
And that's not all. Have you ever considered how much hair moves in space? Okay, we hadn't either, but thankfully the team at the Expanse has the answer. Hair can either be CGI'd to move in space, or the actors are given a special wig or haircut that's both stylish and space-friendly. So much effort.
I fucking hate space.
But that's not the only challenge that the cast of The Expanse has to face.
How bad could it be?
Oh, it's bad, hun.
Pretty bad.
With the show's signature look and feel, the actors all have to spend quite a bit of time in the makeup and wardrobe departments. Thankfully, the process of transformation is just one of many types of fun behind the scenes. For some of the actors, this may mean a new outfit.
I have a new outfit, so that's great.
But we have no doubt that of all the cast members, Kaz Anvar, who plays Alex Kamal, is the one who has the most fun in the makeup trailer.
Oh, Katie. Oh, she got mad at me and she scratched me up. What'd you say? Such a dork. You want me to give you another one of those shiners?
But when Kaz isn't fooling around, he's willing to let us in on a secret, the most important thing on the show.
Other than the Rocinante, Alex's hair is the most important part of the show.
Man, who knew that getting into character could be so much hassle?
Sometimes I hate being right.
Because it's a thin line between life and fantasy, it's sometimes tough to determine where the actor stops and the character begins.
Alex gets lost in his technology. I kind of do that too. I get yelled at for being on my phone too much, so.
You're a lot like Alex. You're a lot like Alex.
And the other cast members can confirm.
The person who's most like their character is Cass.
Yeah, I would say.
Cass is most like Alex Kamal.
Kaz.
It's Cass.
Kaz.
Cass is probably the most like it.
He's it.
But Kaz isn't the only one with a connection to his character. Like the UN official she plays, actress Sheree Agdashlu is pretty clued up on politics, as she actually studied international relations. However, there's one small difference between these two.
But no, they call me Blunty. I can't be a good politician if I'm Blunty.
What does that mean?
Means blunt, candid,
Oh, I feel
straightforward.
like that's exactly what we need.
On the other hand, sometimes you can't help but notice the differences between an actor and their on-screen persona.
You're cursing queen.
This is especially true for Wes Chatham, who plays Amos.
Biggest difference between my character and me is I've never murdered anybody. Well, I've murdered somebody for my family.
Okay, let's
Yeah, okay.
And while Amos might be known for his love of murder, for Cara G to play Captain Kamina Drummer, the actress only has to make one change.
Drummer never laughs.
Jordan never laughs and I
She
laugh
doesn't
all the
stop
time.
laughing.
That's true. And it's, the time comes like, whoa, I don't know.
Did you know that Amazon actually released a promo video for The Expanse with the actors recast as Amazon employees? It's hilarious. Just check out Amos's new job.
I'm the new security here in this dog park. You see anything Breaking Bad, come to me. You understand?
You're not that dog. You're not that dog.
And if you're not sold on that idea, how about Christian using her influence for good diet?
It's healthy, it's delicious, it's great for your brain. Please partake in this bounty Earth provides us with. Here you are, my dear. Have a nice day. It's gonna be fun. Greedy, get the hell out of here.
But not everyone's jobs are totally different. Naomi is still a genius engineer, just on a smaller scale.
My computer's not turning on. I can't figure it out.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
And Bobby still wouldn't let her guard down at Amazon.
Hey, hold on. Hey. What's in the bag?
But where would that leave our main hero? You'd be surprised.
You ever had this coffee? Rossi blend. It's unbelievable.
Now, we prefer the whole cast being where they belong, on a ship. Even if being in outer space leads to the occasional blunder. While it's true that everyone makes mistakes, what really makes a great actor is how well they recover from a blunder.
I'm just flipping switches, seeing what lights come on. Right now, that's a flip I can't switch.
That's what you can't flip. Well, either or, you know.
As if pretending to be in space isn't tough enough, these guys have to remember tons of dialogue, and sometimes that's so much harder than it seems.
Everything you have was brought by the people who can stop.
Can we just admire Frankie Adams' ability to keep her cool when she messes up a line as Bobby Draper?
You were using me tonight. Just like...
For anyone wondering, that happens more than you may realize. She's not alone. It seems that the ladies on The Expanse have no problem laughing at themselves.
Did you hear that? I was so afraid.
Okay, if they're not laughing, then just keeping their cool.
Count on them giving up.
At this point, I'm not sure he's wrong.
I've got a line. Another line. Stephen, can you just calm down?
But then when you add a physical element, it gets even harder. Seriously, have these guys never heard of hand-eye coordination?
The woman who never even wanted this job in the place. Didn't get it.
But that's not all. These guys have to know how to recover when someone else ruins their scenes.
He died in defense of Earth and Mars and the greater truth that unites us.
And while some lines are full of space jargon and difficult phrases, others are just filled with things that the actors just don't like saying.
Where are we going? Florida. We're going to Florida.
But it's not just the dialogue that's challenging. Just because they're in space doesn't mean that technology no longer presents a problem.
I'm coming. I'll see you. Sorry.
One thing we've learned about outer space from The Expanse is that wardrobe malfunctions are pretty darn common. Seriously, clothing and zero gravity just don't seem to mix.
Forgot your gloves.
Man, who knew something so simple could be so tough?
Code, man.
You want to know something cool? The actors behind your favorite characters from The Expanse are just as awesome off-screen as they are in the show, except when they need to prevent spoilers.
What are you actually allowed to say about the...
Nothing. Don't even try it.
Right.
That's why I'm sitting here to keep you in check.
Of course, that doesn't mean they refuse to tell us anything about the newest season.
All this tension starts to build in the macro and in the personal sense everywhere. And it just changes everything.
And some of us live.
And while we're on the topic of things we want to know, allow us to answer some of your most pressing questions. And we'll start with, who messes up the most scenes?
Not me.
Not me.
What you looking at?
We have kind of an absurdly prepared group. We really do.
We do joke around with each other on set and have a good time with it.
But when it's time, we're in the zone.
Seriously, who is it?
I don't like to call it messing up. Somebody's exposed.
I think that's
I like to call it organic evolution and growth.
And for anyone wondering how the cast gets into the mindset of communal living on board a ship, they have a pretty ingenious solution.
We actually live together in Toronto in a little apartment.
Yeah, we all
just
share
to
a
get
bed.
we share a bed.
One.
Really intimate.
Steven steals the covers.
I mean,
And
calling me out.
Of course, that's pretty tough when you need to pretend that gravity isn't a thing. But that may not be a problem.
We're hoping to shoot on location next year.
Finally, for anyone making heart eyes at the cast, the way to their hearts is a compliment.
Says, they eyes. Ugh, dangerous.
Or their stomachs.
I love
biscuits and gravy.
But regardless of what happens on set, at least these guys know how to have fun.
Hey, Frank. Hey, man. Doing a making of video, you mind?
If you love to laugh, check out our other blooper videos and stay awesome.